In early September, we introduced you to the Lithuanian armored vehicle known as the Taurus. The first offering from Lithuanian firm Aurida Engineering, we pointed out that it looked like a Paramount Marauder from South Africa and thus had to be a licensed design. But now it looks like the makers of the Marauder, Paramount International, are taking legal action against Aurida for intellectual property infringement. We explore this latest drama in today's video. So we feel like it's necessary to begin this video by saying that we really, truly want Lithuania's military industry to succeed in whatever endeavors they may pursue, as long as the product works and isn't unfairly taking advantage of taxpayer funds. But this latest news coming from the country really has us scratching our heads. To us, there was either a severe misunderstanding or miscommunication, or in a worst case scenario, this Lithuanian company was being extremely foolish. And so, as reported by SSB Crack News, Paramount has initiated legal action against Aurida Engineering for alleged infringement of its intellectual property rights. Paramount's official statement to SSB Crack News is as follows. It's a bit long, but considering how important this matter is, we'll be reading it verbatim. Paramount takes the protection of its intellectual property and reputation extremely seriously. We have instructed our legal team to issue a formal claim letter to Aurida requiring them to 1. Cease and desist from all infringing activities, including any manufacture, demonstration, marketing, supply, offer for sale, import, or export of products that imitate Paramount's products and internationally recognized vehicles. And 2. Remove misleading information from their website, social media, catalogs, exhibition stands, and any other public domain materials within 24 hours of receipt of this letter. If Aurida fails to comply within 7 days, Paramount will, without further notice, commence court proceedings for infringement of intellectual property rights, unfair competition, and misleading advertising. The company will also notify supervisory and regulatory authorities and refer the matter to the appropriate criminal investigation bodies in both Lithuania and South Africa. So at the time of making this video, Aurida Engineering's site remains as we found it in September, complete with all the Paramount-esque vehicle designs. The SSB Crack article came out on October 10th, and so it looks like Aurida has yet to comply with the demand of the letter. Now going back to our own video, we told you that the Aurida Taurus 4-1 looked pretty much identical to the Marauder, with us even saying that it looked like a case of copyright infringement, but believing wholeheartedly that there had to be some kind of licensing deal in place. From what Paramount's official statement says, it's the former and a case of intellectual property infringement. But we also want to believe that Aurida had the best intentions. In fact, before this legal action took place, many in the military world were well aware that the Taurus 4-1 was a Marauder design with upgraded/modernized internals. Even this Delphi special video about the vehicle raises this fact. The host of the video asks the Aurida representative about this and is told that there is a partner in South Africa working with the Lithuanian company, an engineering/specialist by the name of Mr. Johan. When asked by the host about how the Taurus 4-1 is different from the original Marauder or the Kazakh variant, the Arlen 4x4, he's told that the vehicle has been greatly refined, developed, and improved by their main partner, Mr. Johan. The Delphi video then shows a face-to-face interview with this Mr. Johan, who we can now see is one Johan Louis Delport. After speaking about his 40 years of experience in the field, Mr. Delport is asked about the vehicle's relation to the Marauder and says that the South African vehicle is a very old design and that modifications have been made so that the Taurus is easier to manufacture. He adds that the engine is more reliable and the wheels are different, presumably among many other things. Now, Mr. Delport's LinkedIn page notes that he worked from Paramount from 2013 to 2020, and his profile introduction states that he was key in the development of Kazakhstan Paramount engineering facilities, and production was a career highlight and success story. And so there is certainly quite a bit of mystery here, and some things need to be cleared up. So here's our best guess on what's going on. It would seem that Aurida wholeheartedly trusted Delport to guide them through the development of this vehicle, believing that the South African engineer was cleared to develop this look-alike vehicle. Essentially, it looks like they believed that Delport being on the team cleared them of any intellectual property infringement as it related to the Marauder. After all, he helped Kazakhstan develop the Arlen 4x4, right? The difference between the Arlen 4x4 and the Taurus 4-1 is that Delport was working for Paramount for the Kazakh vehicle. But for the latter vehicle, it looks like he was merely a freelancing consultant, not at all connected to Paramount. We can't imagine that Aurida is being scammed by Delport, considering how high profile this project is, and that the South African man even appeared on Lithuanian television for this interview. So it would appear to us that 1. Aurida failed to do their due diligence in clearing things with Paramount before going through the work of developing the prototype of the Taurus 4-1, and 2, it would appear that Delport was negligent in believing he could just work with anyone in developing a Marauder lookalike with upgraded internals. Again, for obvious reasons, we have to make it clear that these are our guesses based on the information that we have. Hopefully, we don't get hit with any cease and desist letters. And anyways, our take on things is probably the most generous interpretation, which doesn't suspect or suggest any willful deception or intellectual property theft. While the Taurus 4-1 was never guaranteed to find customers, whether it be with the Lithuanian military or elsewhere, this drama with Paramount could be the nail in the coffin for Aurida's attempt to enter the defense sector. The company has already invested greatly into the prototype, and if Paramount does indeed have a case, we just have no idea how much they would demand in licensing fees for Aurida Engineering to proceed with Taurus 4-1 production. And so the big question of the day, what do you think of this unfortunate situation? Let us know by leaving a comment.